Yeah, yeah, Mano. Hello, Dev.
That time it's the same logic, right?
Yes,
Good morning.
I
Yeah,
see.
yeah. What did you say,
No.
Mano?
For any function z which is multiple in x and y,
Yeah,
and when they say volume,
yeah,
we directly do double integral, right?
yeah. Double
For
integral.
example,
Yes. See what what double integral finds for you. What double integral find for you? It finds volume under the region under the surface. Sorry,
yeah,
it finds volume under the
under the
surface
surface, right?
above region, right?
Yeah,
See, this region provide you the boundary condition. Okay, above that, it
So
it
one second, I
intersect the
can't hear
surface.
you. I'll come back.
Okay, okay. Dave, can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can hear.
Actually, Dave is doing double shift, no? Study option calculus
mm.
as well as multivariable function.
Yeah.
So he gets tired, I think.
I woke up today with a really bad, like I still have a really bad headache.
Uh,
Don't know why.
When is the test?
The test deadline is 12. I want to obviously give it before that, like a little bit
Yeah.
before that. Yeah.
so are we ready for that, Dave? How much are we ready?
So I I'm pretty ready, but actually the thing which I don't know at all, we still have to do McLaurin Taylor.
McLaurin Taylor, right?
That's the thing.
So that we'll do soon, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll complete
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
finite in infinite today, and then we'll do that tomorrow. Okay, Sean, I think he has to do a lot with with his system
This is
maybe.
2x. First step is 2x plus 2y, right?
2x plus 2y. Why?
So in one second. Y is equal
See, first of all,
to.
you draw the region. First of all,
Oh
we
no,
draw
no,
the
yeah,
region.
yeah. No, 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 yeah. First x
This
plus.
is x-axis. This is y-axis. Okay, it provides us the region on xy plane, and if that xy plane goes vertically up along z-axis, it intersects the surface. Okay, and because of this boundary, it gives you certain volume,
Mm.
right? So
X square y.
we find volume under the surface above region by double integration, right? So if we try to draw the
Yeah.
region, x is equal to 0 and x is equal to half. So what is x is equal to 0? X is equal to 0 is nothing but your y-axis. X is equal to
Yeah.
half. Okay, so for that, let me take one like little bigger here. Okay, so this is one, this is also one. Okay, because I want to make diagram little big. So for x is equal to 0 to x is equal to half. Okay, so okay, before that, can we draw the graph of y is equal to 0 and y is equal to root 1 minus x? So y is equal to 0 is nothing but your x-axis, isn't it? What are we doing here?
Hmm.
What are we doing, Dev? What are we doing here?
Right. Double integration.
No, no, that obvious. But we are finding volume.
You're trying to pin.
We are finding volume above
Yeah.
the
Hmm.
above defined region under the surface. So what is the region here, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we have to define the region. So we are trying to draw the region here. So x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0 is pretty clear. Now for x is equal to half and
Hmm.
y is equal to root 1 minus x. So for y is equal to root 1 minus x, like that's this function, square root function, right? Like this,
Yeah.
hmm? Like this, for this at least,
Hmm.
x minus 1. But since this is 1 minus x, so it goes like this, isn't it? Can you verify
Yeah.
this?
Hmm.
So this is the graph of y is equal to root 1 minus x. Fine. What happened to Sean? If I do much of this, then he might not understand. You try doing this. The explanation part I'll do once you join.
Yeah.
So I got a value, but in terms of x.
The value of volume.
Yeah.
How is it possible? If you are finding the volume of a finite region, how would you get the variable? It should be constant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's hello. Sean, can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So this is the question. So we are drawing region here because we are going to find out the volume under the surface above a particular defined region, right? So we are trying to draw the region here.
Hmm.
So region is bounded by this condition, x within 0 and half.
Yeah.
So I'll draw x is equal to 0 and x is equal to half. So x is equal to half is somewhere here.
Hmm.
So if I draw x is equal to half, okay, just so this line is x is equal to half, right? And before that I already drew y is equal to root 1 minus x. So can you verify the this graph, the curve part of the graph is basically y is equal to root 1 minus x? Because of negative x the graph is
Oh, sorry.
inverted, right? Normally y is equal to root x is
Yeah.
basically
Yeah. Yeah.
this graph. So because of minus, the graph is inverted like this. Fine.
So in this sum, you have to take it in a particular order, otherwise it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah, yeah.
work.
So yeah, that we are working on
Hmm.
basically.
Yeah.
So if you what is which one, which reason is actually we are interested in here, the left one or right one? We got two
Left.
region, one two. So in which
Left one.
region?
One. One.
Yeah, the one. Okay, because x is less than half and greater than 0, y is less than root 1 minus x and above x-axis means greater than 0, right? So the required region is basically this one. Fine. Once you define the region, we'll have to go for the double integration. But in order to set up
Yeah.
the relation, in order to set up the double integration, you have to make sure about the preference, like whether you will go with respect to x first or with respect to y first, right? That's the option available, isn't it? Because according to
Yeah.
what theorem that was, I said something. What theorem that was? I said something in the previous class. That was Fubini's theorem for general region. Okay, means the order doesn't the order doesn't change the value of the volume, right? But it certainly change something. It certainly change something. We know that we can go with respect to x, either with respect to x or with respect to y. But what did I say when I explained that we should go for the one which is easy to handle, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? So we are going to look all those possibilities in today's class. Okay, so in this case this is little bit different because here the region is like the boundary of x is within two constant and the boundary of y is within variable, like 0. If you skip 0, y
Yeah.
is within variable, isn't it? Y is less than or equal to root 1 minus x, so it won't give you rectangle as it was suggested before, right? If suppose x and y both are within certain constant, it will definitely give you a rectangle, right? But since y is within, one of the limit is variable, that is root 1 minus x, so it will certainly will not give you the rectangle. Did you observe that? We didn't get the rectangle here, we got something else, right? But the thing is which order we should integrate, right? Either with respect to x or with respect to y. That's the question. Fine. Okay.
Hmm.
So if suppose if you want to integrate with respect to x first, if you want to integrate with respect to x first, okay. So see, we'll go
Yeah.
along x first. We'll go along x first. Now look at the diagram properly because everything will be done on diagram now. See, if we go along x, keeping y constant, that's the actually idea behind the double integration. If we integrate with respect to certain variable, we keep the other variable constant. It's exactly same as the partial derivative that we already done. Are you getting that? So if we integrate this multivariable function with respect to x, we hold other variable constant, right? So if suppose we integrate with respect to x, now look at the diagram. If we integrate with respect to x, so the whole region must cover, like the whole region must cover. So basically the idea is it must be bound with two constant function. Constant function means the function should not change if we cover up all region along x. Let me explain that again because I cannot show you on the diagram here. I can just draw it on the screen, right? So you can see that the lot of line I have drawn here. So if I'm going along x, right? If I'm going along x like this, so if this is the first line, right? Let me change the color again. This is the first line, isn't it? This is the first line, right? The area is within two line. The area is within two line, right? If we go again, if we go up, the area is again within two line. Are you getting that? That particular region is within two line. What line those are? X is equal to 0 and x is equal to half, isn't it? x is equal to 0 and x is equal to half. For the third line also, this is within two line, x is equal to 0 and x is equal to half. For the next line, again it is within two line, x is equal to 0 and x is equal to half. As soon as you reach this point, this is again within two line, which is x is equal to 0, x is equal to half. As soon as you cross that, you go above that line, what happened? If you go above that line, what happened? You change the function,
X is no longer. Yeah.
right? You change the function. Now that particular region above that line is not within the constant function, like the function which we have been tracing from the beginning, right? That must be within x is equal to 0 and x is equal to half. So what does that mean? That gives some idea here that if we go along dx first, right? If we go along dx first, we'll have to set up different integral in it, because the we cannot cover up the whole region by just traveling along dx, by just traveling along x. It changes after some time, it changes, right? Now let's see the different case here. If suppose we traverse along y, okay, this is within two function. What function that is? What function those are here? Y is equal to 0 and y is equal to root 1 minus x.
Yeah.
If you, for the second line also, that is within y is equal to 0 and y is equal to root 1 minus x, right? Means for the complete region, this is between the same function. The region is between the same function. Are you getting that? Did you understand the difference here?
Hmm.
So
Yeah. But that is only possible with the x when the x condition is a
constant.
number, right? The constant. Yeah.
Yeah, so we if we are, I'm drawing vertical line, horizontal line. What does that mean? We are keeping one of the variable constant, right? I'm not taking slant line, right?
Hmm.
So the main reason is we need to cover whole region, right? The main reason of this, we need to cover whole region, provided the function within in which the region lie should not change. So if we go along dy, if we go along y, the function within which the region lie does not change, isn't it? So if it happens,
Yeah.
if that's the case, we'll integrate with respect to y first in this case. Just a second. We will integrate with respect to y first and then with respect to x. It's not visible. Okay, just a second. Now the problem. Meanwhile, you draw the diagram, draw the region, if you understood.
Yeah. Devash,
Hmm.
you got 1 by 8,
1/2.
1 by 12.
And what about Sean? What did you get? Have you solved that?
No.
So what is the order here? what is the order? We have to go dy first, right? The function is f of x comma y, dy, and then dx, right? So this gives
Yeah.
you the volume here. Now the second integral here means I'm talking about this one, the green line, the green integration sign. What would be the limit for this? If we are integrating with respect to y, obviously this would be in terms of y is equal to, right? And whatever we write y is equal to, that must be in terms of x, isn't it? So y is equal to 0 and y is equal to root 1 minus x. And for the second integral, that is x is equal to 0 and x is equal to half. So always remember one thing, the outer integral must have constant limit. Okay, the outer integral must have constant limit, because at the end you are going to put constant for the variable, and if doesn't happen you won't find the constant value for the volume, right? And volume is supposed to be a constant value, isn't it? So just finish this. How much you got, Mano?
I got 1/8.
How 1/8? And what about Dev?
So I got 1/12. I got 1/12.
1/12. Okay. So what is the function 2xy? 2xy dy dx. Okay. So once we set up the integration, we can find out the volume, right? The only problem is we need to set up the integral here. Okay. So x is equal to 0, x is equal to half. Okay. So what is the integration of 2xy with respect to y? Sean, can you answer this? What is integration of 2xy
Yeah.
with respect to y?
So it's x square. It's 2x square over 2y.
2x square over 2y.
No. Over 2. Over 2.
2x square over 2.
So next, and the y is there, right?
Y will be there. Okay, so this is the integration with respect to y, you said?
With respect to 1 second. Sorry. Yeah, right. I'm not sure.
No, this is with respect to y.
It's just xy square, right?
Yeah,
It's
that
just
would be
xy
just xy
square,
square.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, we are working with respect to y first, then we'll work on with respect to x.
Mhm.
So if you are integrating with respect to y, means x is constant, right? So just treat x as a constant, and the integration of y is basically y square upon 2. Fine. And have you found something here, or it's okay?
The limits.
Limit, because whatever you write after that, it should not have y value, it must have only x.
Yeah.
Okay, y should vanish
Yeah.
once you
So
apply
it
the
becomes
limit. So y is equal to
x
0
minus x.
root 1 minus x, right? So x is equal to 0 is equal to x is equal to half. 2 will cancel out.
Half
X, y square is like 1 minus x minus 0.
minus x squared. Yeah.
Fine. So
Yeah.
now x is equal to 0 to x is equal to half. Now this is x minus x square dx. So the integration of x is x square by 2 minus x cube by 3
minus x cube. Yeah.
Okay, so when we plug 1 over 2 here, that would be 1 over 4 by 2 minus 1 over 8 by 3 minus, when we plug 0, we will get 0, right?
Pi by 24
So 1 over 8 minus 1 over
minus
24.
yeah.
So 3 minus 1 over
Yeah.
24, which is 2 over 24.
2.
So 1 over 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So we can generalize one thing here according to this example, that the Fibonacci theorem for general region, that is the outer integral must have constant limit first of all. Okay, and if we are integrating the given function with respect to y, okay, this must have, the inner integral must have y is equal to x containing term, right? Y is equal to y in terms of, in a function of x, right? Y as a function of x as a limit, because we should get a function after plugging the limit, we should get a function in terms of x, then only we can go ahead and integrate with respect to x, right? Now if you change the order, it doesn't matter, but the outer integral must be constant, and if we integrate with respect to x first, it must be x is equal to x as a function of y, right? And according to Fibonacci, or the general idea behind double integration, these two terms would be constant, because either you go along dx along x first or along y first. We are just finding out the volume under the surface above that particular region. It doesn't matter what you integrate first, like with respect to what variable, but obviously it matters when it comes to the this constraint, where whether it is within constant or within variable. Okay, so now let's move to, is idea clear to you? Basically, I want to ask that. See, we are going to discuss integration, basic integration, calc 1, calc 2, but the main idea behind this double integration must be clear to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the whole goal of this double integration is basically dependent on the definition of region, right? So let's discuss region. One of the region here. If region bound by y is equal to 2x and y is equal to x square. Okay. Can you set up the integral for me for any function? Maybe like f of x comma y. You don't worry about what function given to us. It may be anything. I just want you to set up the integral. God bless you. There.
Thank you, sir.
First, you draw the region.
Oh, I got it.
So it is between 0,
Zero.
0 and 2, right?
Yeah, 0 and 2.
Along what you are saying?
And in the x, for the x, the constraint is between 0
Along
and 2.
x,
And
it
2.
is within 0 and 2. Yeah, that's clear.
Yeah.
And what about along
And then
Along
for
0.
0 to 4? Perfect. So how did you get
Yeah.
that? How did you get those values? We simply solve these two equations, right?
yeah,
Fine. So set up the integral and let me know. Have you drawn the region? Have you drawn the region? If you have drawn the region, show
Yeah.
that. Show on cam.
yeah.
Awesome. Very good. Yeah, yeah. So, and have you set up the integral?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is your region, right? Okay. So if we set up the double integral here, let's say the function doesn't change, right? The function doesn't change. Only the order can change. So dx dy, right? So if you are taking dx first,
Yeah.
if you are integrating with respect to x first, so what would be the limit? What would be the limit? Okay, this is one case, right? And think for this first. If we choose the order dy first and dx later,
So,
okay. So let's do this first, and then we'll do after this. Okay. So what would be your limit on this integral sign? What would be the limit over here for the inner integral sign?
0, 4.
No, first my notation is we always write x is equal to, right? We should write x.
Hmm.
No, what we are integrating first? We are integrating with
Y is
respect to
equal
y
to
first,
0.
right? So it must be
Yeah.
y is equal to
Y is equal to 0.
y is equal to, you
0
can
to 4.
check the diagram. Yeah, 0 to, no, y is equal to what? You can check the diagram. Look at the diagram. Okay, we are integrating with respect to y first, means like this, along y axis, right? So which one is lower function? We first write down the lower function, isn't it? Which one is lower function along y axis?
X squared.
X square.
well,
Perfect. So what we write, y is equal to x square, and which is the above, y is equal to 2x.
Hmm.
Are you getting that? And then after that
yeah.
we go along dx. So for dx, what would be the range? It must be within certain constant. The outer integral must be within constant, right?
First,
So yeah, if you have go along y, that gives you the variable here, that gives you the region under these two curves, right? The region under these two curves. Now we are setting up from where x ranging from to what? The x is ranging from 0 to 2, right? 0 to 2. Are you getting this? Always mind the outer integral must be within, like, it must have a constant limit, right?
Yeah. So
Now can
for the
can
other one, x
Sean answer this?
is from x is equal to y by
Just a second there. Can Sean
okay.
answer first? Like how would we set up
Yeah.
this integral?
So you need to replace the y equals to 2x with x equals to 2, right? And the y equals to x square with x equals to 0.
Okay, let's discuss this integral first. Okay, the inner integral. What would be the range of this integral? What is the limit? Lower
Uh,
limit, upper limit.
from x equals to 0 to x equals to 2.
X is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2. Okay, that's what you are saying, right? What about you, Mano?
Yeah.
Could you repeat the question?
Now for the first,
For the right?
like for the first one, where we are integrating with respect to
Uh,
x first, right? We want to integrate
yeah,
with respect to x first. So what would be the limit of
yeah.
the inner integral sign?
Hmm.
What I got.
Uh, Dev, can you answer this?
Root y to
Yeah. Go ahead, Mano.
root y
Yeah,
to
the lower bound is y by 2 and the
lower bound
upper
is y
bound
by
is 12 of y.
The
yeah.
lower bound is y
Oh,
by
okay,
2.
okay.
Okay, now understand the
Hmm.
question properly. We are going,
Yeah.
see, we are going along x direction first, right? Right. We are going
Hmm.
along x direction first, like this. Let me draw the
Hmm.
diagram within the region. It makes more sense. So, what is the leftist function? What is the leftist function? You should understand one thing here, that whatever we are going to write, that must be x is equal to, isn't it? Because we are setting up the
Yeah,
integration with respect to x first. It should provide you the limit of x, isn't it?
yeah.
So if we are going along x direction first, what is the leftist function? The leftist function is y is equal to 2x, isn't it? The leftist function is y is
Hmm.
equal to 2x. What is x then? X is equal to y by 2. So that is your lower limit. X is equal to y by 2. And what is the rightmost function? That is y is equal to x square. That gives you x is equal to root y, isn't it? So x is equal to root y is your upper limit. Is that clear to you, Sean, Dev, Mano, everybody?
Yeah, understood.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what about the limit of outer integral?
0 to 4. 0 to
Yeah.
4.
Awesome.
Outer has to be constant. Yeah.
And we are going y after that, right? We are going along y. So y is changing from 0 to 4, right? So y has to be
Yeah.
equal to 0 to 4. So this is the case actually. You should understand this and how to set up the integral. That's the main objective of this chapter. Because once you set up the integral, you have already mastered Integration, the basic integration. You all got 7 in that. So I assume that you all are master in basic integration technique, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me put up the next question on this. Double integration are x upon 1 plus xy dA are such that now let's see who do this first. See, let me explain few things here. The area is supposed to be rectangle only, right? Because x and y both are within constant value. Okay. So actually, in any order you can go. In any order you can go. But what order we should choose? Which reduces your work, right?
So I used a very different technique to solve this. Are you supposed to make y is equal to x and then it the area or something like that?
No, 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 not like that. It's see both the limit are constant, so it doesn't matter
Okay.
here. The only matter is in which order you are going to integrate. Okay, either you do
Okay.
dx first, dy later, or dy first, dx later. Which order would like to choose here? So okay, I will discuss dx dy with Mano and dy dx with Sean. Okay. Now for dx dy, what will happen? What will happen with dx dy? If you have to integrate with respect to x first,
Yeah.
right? How would you
X
integrate?
first. Yeah.
Because see, the function is x over 1 plus xy. Are you getting that?
Mm.
Y is constant. How would
Yeah.
you integrate this with respect to
Mm.
x? How would you integrate? Dev, any answer here? How would you integrate x over 1 plus xy with respect to x?
Oh, I that's why I did it with respect to y
Y
because
first.
it was
Yeah.
easier. The x it became ln 1 plus
Is it
xy.
okay?
ln
No,
of
yeah,
1 plus
actually,
x.
you find this difficult, right? The main problem is you find this difficult, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
is it impossible to integrate this function with respect to x? Is that what you are making here?
No, no, it's not impossible.
We can definitely integrate this with respect to
It's
x, but this is little harder, isn't it? What order
yeah,
we should choose? We should
yeah,
choose which reduces your work, right? So if you go along
yeah,
y
yeah.
first and x later, means you'll have to integrate x over 1 plus xy with respect to y first. Then what will happen, Sean? Can you integrate this with respect to y easily?
Yeah.
And what would be the integration? See, the problem
So it'll
was,
be
hmm, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, so can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, please
Yeah,
answer.
cool. So if x is common, if x is a constant, it will be ln 1 plus xy, right?
Awesome. So we can easily integrate with respect to y first, then x, right? Because if you are going to integrate with respect to x first, you will have x in both numerator and denominator. You have x in numerator as well as in denominator, right? That makes integration little
Yeah.
difficult. It is not impossible. We can definitely find that,
Mm.
but that makes it little bit difficult. So which order we should take? Dy first and dx later, right? Go ahead and just let me know the answer.
But essentially, you actually have to do that type of integration only, even like for the second part. When you do bypass
Hmm.
of the m, you get x by 1 plus x.
Okay, but let's see what happened next. So 0 to 1, and what is integration of this is ln 1 plus xy. The limit is 0 to 1, right? Mano, did you understand this?
Yeah.
Okay, I simply apply this,
Yeah.
my favorite formula in integration,
Yeah. Got it.
right? So is equal to, uh, yeah, we'll apply the limit. So ln 1, okay, for what we are substituting here? Are we substituting for x or y?
Why?
Y. So ln 1 plus x minus ln 1 plus 0 dx, right?
Mm.
So 0 to 1, ln 1 plus x minus ln 1 is 0. Okay, 1 plus x, obviously positive number, so I just remove the modulus sign. Now 0 to 1, ln 1 plus x dx. Okay, now once we get this type of function, we have no option left. We have to integrate this, right? But the main idea is we can reduce the work, okay, as much as possible. But eventually if we get such certain function for the integration, we have to do that, right? As I've already marked, you guys are master in integration, you can definitely handle such equations, such function, right? So let me know the integration of.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so the answer, the final answer is
Yeah,
2 ln 2 minus 1.
okay, let's wait to Mano. Sean, please complete this.
Yeah. Yeah, so eventually you anyways do the thing.
Hmm.
Like it comes to like if you do it bypass, it comes to x plus x.
Do we have to do by part always for such function, or we know the formula directly? If you differentiate this, you will get ln x, right?
Hmm.
If you want to do by part, you can do that, no issue. For by part, what will you take? For by part, you will take u as ln 1 plus x,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Du is 1 over 1 plus x, and dv is equal to 1, v is equal to x. No,
Yeah.
is it right? dv is equal to 1 and v is equal to x. Yeah. So uv, okay, uv minus integration of v du, right? So v
yeah,
u 1 x over 1 plus x. We can again differentiate that, integrate that, right? And that is ln 1 plus x.
yeah,
So x ln 1 plus x minus ln 1 plus x. So if you take ln 1 plus x common, you will get x minus 1.
yeah,
Yeah.
If we integrate the, if we differentiate this like ln 1 plus x, so 1 plus x, derivative of ln 1 plus x is 1 over 1 plus x, right? Plus ln 1 plus x,
Hmm.
derivative of 1 plus x is 1, minus derivative of 1 plus x is 1. This is 1, 1
hmm,
will cancel
Final.
with 1 plus x. So actually we get family of curve, right? Family of function basically. If you talk about differentiation or integration, so because of constant function, you always get family of curve, right? If you integrate x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 5, you eventually get the same answer. No, like, sorry, vice versa. If you differentiate this, x square by 2 plus 5, 7, anything, you will get what? You will get family of curve, right? So that's why you are getting different answer here little bit, but it doesn't matter because whatever you take, you will get the final answer as 2 ln 2 minus 1, what they've said. Are you getting that? Let me explain this little bit in detail for a 2 minute. See, if you differentiate this x let's say x cube plus 5, what is the answer? If you differentiate x cube plus 5, what is the answer?
3x.
3x. Yeah.
3x squared.
3x.
If you differentiate x cube plus 7,
Hmm.
x cube
Same
plus
thing.
9, 3x square. Means if you integrate this, you will get family of curve. Are you getting that?
Hmm. Yeah.
So that what I'm explaining here. You may get different answer as in that looks differently, but once you apply the limit, it will definitely get you lead you the same answer. Are you getting that?
Hmm.
So if you plug the values here for x is equal to 1, so 1 plus 1 ln 1 plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 0. If you plug 1 plus 0, ln 1 plus 0 minus 1 plus 0. Okay, let me know the answer. 2 ln 2 minus 2 minus ln 1 is 0, right? Plus 1. So 2 ln 2 minus 1. That's the final answer. That's simple algebra, right? Now, if you apply the same limit for this answer, like what I got, you will definitely get the same answer. That leads to you 2 ln 2 minus 1. Okay. Okay. Let me put up the next question. Double integration ln y upon y dA r is ordered per x comma y such that e raised to minus 2x less than y less than e raised to cos x.
So, cos pi is, I forgot what cos pi is.
Cos pi is minus 1.
Minus.
Have you set up the integral?
Yes.
Okay, so what about you, Mano? Mano, Sean,
Dude,
which order did you take?
inner is d and outer is dx.
Yeah. What about you, Sean? Did you understand that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So the inner is with respect to y, the outer is with respect to x. So we'll definitely write y is equal to something. So the y is equal to e raised to minus 2x, y is equal to e raised to cos x, and here 0 to pi for x. This is the only option available, right? Because the outer must be constant. Or if you want to go like changing the function, it will be difficult.
got it.
What is the answer?
One second. Oh, this one.
Yeah.
So integration of sec square is tan, no? Integration of sec square
Sec
is
square
tan,
is
right?
10x. Yeah. This is the answer.
I think so. I did something wrong because
Hmm. What is the integration of ln y upon y with respect to y?
ln y.
Yeah.
ln y.
So I think I'm almost done at
Okay. Okay.
just 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah.
We get u substitution. We get ln y, right? When we
Yeah.
use,
Yeah.
but after that it gets tricky.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, so I think I made a mistake after integrating the first
oh
one.
yeah, yeah. Even I found my mistake. So one
Yeah,
second.
1 second.
Yeah. Let me know if you get the answer.
So the only
Yeah.
so I got pi by 2, not pi by 4.
Okay, I'll check that. Sometime I make mistake.
No, sorry. It's pi by 4. It's pi by, no, it's pi by 4. It's pi by 4.
Okay.
It's pi by 4 only.
What about you, Manav and Sean? Did you get the answer?
Yeah.
Or 1 minute.
Yeah.
Minus cos x minus minus 2x ln raised to minus 2x minus minus 2x. This whole thing minus minus 1 minus 1 minus 2 ln raised to minus minus raised to minus 2 minus 0 1 0 minus 1 minus 1 minus yeah. Yeah, no.
No, I haven't. I got half of it and I'm like, I'm stuck over it.
Okay, let me explain then. Let me explain. See, we have ln y over y, right? So we are going to substitution method. We are going for substitution. So uy is equal to ln y, right? So if we substitute uy, means we are basically treating y as a variable here. So that's why I have written y as a subscript, right? So uy is equal to ln y. So duy is equal to 1 over y dy, right? And once you substitute, we change the limit also, right? So when y is equal to e raised to minus 2x, what is u? If y is equal to e raised to minus 2x, what is u? Use this. If y is equal to e raised to minus 2x, u is equal to ln e raised to minus 2x, which is nothing but minus 2x,
Minus 2.
right?
Yeah.
So if y is equal to
Yeah.
e raised to cos x, what will be u? U will be just cos x,
Cos it.
right?
Hmm.
So we have changed the variable here from y to u. The outer limit will remain same, and the inner integral will have different limit altogether. That is minus 2x to cos x and ln y is u 1 upon y dy, right? 1 upon y dy is your du, isn't it?
Hmm.
So x is equal to 0 to x is equal to pi. What is integration of u? U square upon 2.
Hmm.
We'll apply the limit also. So minus 2x to cos x. Fine. Now x is equal to 0 to x is equal to pi. Apply the limit. We get the function in terms of x. So cos square x upon 2 minus 1 over 2 minus 2x the whole square, which is 4x square dx. So x is equal to 0 to x is equal to pi. What is integration of cos square x by 2? Do you know this formula? 1 plus cos 2x is equal to 2 cos square x.
Yeah, yeah. I use this.
Yeah,
Yeah, so if you want
half angle identity.
to make half of that, so we'll have to multiply.
Hmm.
No, what? Yeah, half of that. So
They'll
that
become just
they
cos
give you
square.
cos square x, right?
Yeah.
So half we want there actually, right?
Hmm.
Not here. That's 2. Fine. 2 cos square x. So we want to divide this by 4, this by 4. So you got that as half cos square x. So half cos square x can be replaced by 1 by 4, 1 plus cos 2x minus 2x square dx. Is that clear to you? Okay.
Hmm.
What is integration of this bracket now? 1 by 4 x. The integration of cos 2x is plus sine 2x upon 8
Hmm.
minus x cube upon 2x cube upon 3, 0 pi. So pi by 4, just a second. Yeah. So that is, we plug pi here for x. So pi by 4 plus sine 2 pi by 8 minus 2 pi cube upon 3 minus 0, 0, 0. What is sine 2 pi? Sine 2 pi is also 0. Okay.
0.
So minus 2 pi cube upon 3. What was the answer? Yeah, this was the answer, right?
Yeah.
Did you notice your mistakes, Mano and Sean?
Yeah, I made some very silly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me put up next question now. Y e raised to x by dA r is equal to x comma y such that due to this Which order would you like to take here? With respect to x first or with respect to y?
With respect to x first.
Yes, because we have only one term which contain x, right? So that reduces your work for a while.
Yeah.
So we'll different integrate this with respect to x first and then with respect to y later. So with respect to x, we'll have to go for which method? We'll be doing u substitution method. Please apply that and complete the question.
So why do you need to do use substitution? You can do it pretty directly.
Yeah, if you can think directly, then
Hmm.
no problem. I don't mind.
So the answer is 2?
Sorry, what is the answer?
Is is the answer e minus 2?
Yeah, perfect. The answer is e minus 2.
Yeah, I got it.
Right. So when x is equal to 0, u is equal to 0. When x is equal to 1, u is equal to y. So 0 to y,
Hmm.
and e raised to, you will use this y dx as du dy, right? So 0 to 1, integration of e raised to u is e raised to u, 0 to 1, e raised to y minus e raised to 0 dy, 0 to 1, e raised to y minus 1 dy, and then integration of e raised to y is e raised to y minus y. Apply the limit, e raised to 1 minus 1 minus e raised to 0 plus 0. So e raised to minus 2. So that's the final answer. Okay, so we stop here for today.
Yeah.
I hope you understood the double integral, the working of double integral, and now in future you won't
Yeah.
fear by looking double integration sign. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bye bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.